welcome. Hi, Daily Antidote of Song, folks, community, family, tribe. Here we all are. Bless your hearts. Thank you so much for coming today. Wonderful to see you. Let's give each other a little wave or a heart. And let's say hello to all our lovely folks on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us as well. So we're here today. We're with Emma's Revolution. Yay! So I look forward to introduce them in a little while. But first things first, let's say hello to all of you beautiful hearts in this room. So I want to say a big welcome to Erin in NYC. Erin, I've been meaning to say I love your glasses. Can I just say that? I just really love your glasses. Thank you very much. Hello to Jojo in New Hampshire, our wonderful leader. Hello to Pat and Sandy, Emma's Revolution. Look forward to chatting to you in a bit. Kevin in DC, lovely to see you fluting on the way in there. Mabel and the Bears, hello. Deborah in Kentucky. Someone connecting, we'll get to you in a minute. Pego Hodes, I hope I've said that correctly, in New Hampshire. Delhi, hello, welcome. Trish in Victoria. Arlene in Berkeley, California. Becky in Vancouver. And Dan Walker in Vienna. Kathy in Colorado. Susan G in Cincinnati. And you've all just shifted around. Michelle Schuster in Silver Spring, welcome. Sheila in North Florida. Kate Galloway in Charlottesville. Mabel, you're here again. A second welcome to you. Linda in August Island. Caroline in DC. Eleanor Clever, welcome. Delhi, welcome. Ruth in Birmingham, UK, hello. Jim Harkless, welcome to you. Annette in California. Bob Gesser. And on page 2, we have Nancy, Washington State, hello, and her beautiful bovine presence. Sue Miller in Seattle, Karen Newman, Ben A in Berkeley, California. Welcome, welcome to all of you. Kathleen in Albuquerque, Luda in Victoria, BC, and the wonderful Heart. Julie in Ontario, Phil and gang. Who are your entourage, Phil? I'm excited about this. In Newcastle, UK. Storm in Massachusetts, aka the Zubaverse. Anne in Silver Spring. Hindi, welcome. Fred in Silver Spring. The Curly Tops in Vermont. You are blurry for me at the moment, but I'm sure you will appear. Sarah in Texas. Don in Virginia, Vermont. Jen in Maryland. And I think that's it. I think that's everyone. If I didn't get you, I will get you on the way out. There was one person who was connecting, but you are very, 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 very welcome too. So here we are. Lots of love to all of you. And welcome to Emma's Revolution. So I'm really excited to meet Pat and Sandy. This is my first time hosting them. So wonderful to meet you, Emma's Revolution. So Emma's Revolution are fearless, truth-telling lyrics and melodies you can't resist singing. I love reading that on their website. They're in their 20th performing year. I know they're well known to the Daily Antidote and have been on many times, but just in case you don't know them, they've been performing for a long time. Their song, Keep On Moving Forward, opened the UN Committee on the Status of Women's Beijing 25 conference, which is quite a mouthful to say, but how amazing is that? That's incredible. And they are really prolific winners of songwriting prizes. So they were winners of the John Lennon Songwriting Grand Prize and won the first Phil Ops Award. And I'm sure they've done many, many other wonderful things, wonderful social justice activists with their music and their message. So it's great to welcome you here, Emma's Revolution, Pat and Sandy, and over to you for the song you'd like to bring us today.
Thank you so much, Fran. It's lovely to be with you all. It feels like it's been a little while. You know, we were so busy during the holidays that we didn't get a chance to check in with you all as much as we like to. But we're glad to be here today to sing one of Joe's requests, the song "Fire in Ferguson" that we wrote for. Spurred on by police sort of injustice toward the African American community that sadly goes on. And this was the story of Michael Brown in Ferguson that kind of literally and figuratively lit a fire under all of our awareness of this this issue. It seems like it goes on, but maybe it's the beginning of the end. Maybe there's some police accountability that we can demand. But we'll keep bringing it up as long as we need to. So, you all have everything there in the chat. So, here we go. My parents always told me, work hard and stay in school. Trust the church and leaders of our town. But now that I am older, the violence that I see, the trust that is slowly breaking down. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. I raised my child on food stamps, worked and went to school, graduated proud of my degree. In the news, another killing, young black life cut short. Police have turned their guns on you and me. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. It burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. I never learned to protest. I kept my own house clean, did what was expected, and I prayed. I prayed for equal treatment, for opportunity. I will not give my own child's life in trade. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. There's a fire tonight all around the world. There's a fire tonight for Michael Brown. There's a fire tonight. Our voices will be heard. We won't let you cut our children down. Trayvon Martin, Juan McDonald, Dante
Eric
Wright,
Garner,
Emmanuel Ellis,
Tyree Nichols,
Gabriel Navarez,
Richard
Tamir
Brooks,
Rice,
Malcolm
Elena Lyons,
Jean,
Philando
Aura
Castillo,
Rosser, Freddie Gray,
Daniel
Marquita
Kruger,
Sandlin,
Greg
Andre
Boyd,
Hill, Alton
Natasha
Sterling,
McKenna,
Janisha
Antoine
Fonville,
Rose,
Ayanna Stanley
John
Jones,
Bell,
Walter Scott, and on
Sparks
and on.
amidst the embers, slowly beaten down, lives extinguished long before they age. Cries of desperation on ears that will not hear, made vivid in the swirling light of rage. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. There's a fire tonight.
Wow. I am actually finding it quite hard to speak. I'm so moved by that song.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Fran.
Thank you so much. Can we just send some appreciation and just some honoring for all of those names that were spoken and why that song was written? Thank you so much for writing that.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to sing.
Yeah, and
Mm.
It's a harsh reality.
I see that Susan has put in John Crawford and Samuel DuBose. I mean,
Yeah, there's so many
we would
names.
need a
Yeah,
day
Yeah,
to say
we've
all
got
of the names,
yeah.
and that is the tragedy, is one part of the tragedy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think, as we were saying before, it's like it's just amazing that how much we just keep needing to say the same things, right? And I think you said this, Pat, we'll keep singing this message and we'll keep saying this message as long as it needs to be heard. And you just really cut to the heart. It's just such beautiful having that fire, the fire that burns for truth, love, and dignity, and but the fire of rage as well. It's just yeah, I really, really felt that in the song. The power of that. So I really hope that opens hearts, in people who hear it, which I'm sure it will. And just to remind the Daily Antidote community, I'm sure you don't need reminding, but it's a new week for our racial justice week for the anti-racism journey. And there's a quote here which I want to read, which is by the Sufi poet Hafiz, the Persian Sufi poet. I don't know if you've heard of amazing, so touching poetry, and similar to Rumi. He says, I have come into this world to see this, the sword drop from men's hands, even at the height of their arc of rage, because we have finally realized there is just one flesh we can wound, which is so beautiful and just cuts to the heart of what I feel we need to wake up to, right? That, what we do to the web, we do to us, what we do to others, we do to ourselves. So there's no getting away from that. So that's a beautiful quote. And there's a wonderful video. I haven't actually seen this video either. So I'm going to be watching this week. Kimberly Crenshaw, The Urgency of Intersectionality. So just an encouragement to you all out there, Daily Antidote friends. Let's do the individual work ourselves to change this paradigm, to change this story. So I wish you well in your journey with that this week.
Yes, and I
And
think we were talking
yeah,
about that quote and how this is, 700 years ago, and it's so true
right.
today. And, you know, uh, we just need to keep teaching ourselves and each other and supporting ourselves and each other in really creating that understanding of the web of who we are as humans on the planet. And this couldn't be more appropriate, this word, these words from 700 years ago. It's both
Right.
heartening to know that someone was saying that and sad to know that we're still saying it and that we
Yeah.
still need to learn it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Pete, our mentor and friend Pete Seeger would always say, it's our responsibility to believe in the impossible,
Yeah.
and to believe in that striking image of literally striking image of the possibility of dropping the sword in the midst of the curve of rage is so important, just to hold that image in our minds of the possibility of just interrupting that cycle. There's so many places in the world, Sudan, Israel, Palestine, all of these places that are just being decimated
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
by rage and hate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite something to keep your heart open to it all, right? But it's like it feels just so imperative. It's like the work of our times. It feels to stay open and keep. There's this wonderful quote which I keep wanting to. I can't fully remember who it's by. If anyone knows, please put it in the chat. But there's this wonderful quote sentiment of it's not your job to finish the work, but neither are you
Yes.
obliged to
Yes.
ignore it.
Yeah.
It's like it feels like it's slow work, isn't it? This human matter that we all are kind of changing. It's slow work, but it all makes a difference. So if anyone knows who that quote's by, I'd love to know because it
Yeah,
is
I
really
actually
catchy.
think
Do you
it's
know
from the
that?
Jew I think it's from the Jewish tradition, and I can't remember if it's
Oh,
literally in the Talmud or something. I don't know, but I really remember
okay.
it's the sort of the if not now kind of quote of yes, it's not all on your hands, but neither are
Yeah,
you able to just ignore it. Yeah, yeah. Someone can look it
yeah,
up. Jen just
yeah.
said it's in Pirkei Avot, which I don't remember what that is, but
Aha,
something. Maybe Jen
right.
can put it
Okay,
in the chat for us.
that would
Yeah,
be
and I
great.
I heard it by folks during the quoting from the civil rights movement as well. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's come from probably many traditions throughout the generations.
Yeah. These things are all kind of like the truth is truth, isn't it? And it's
Yeah, yeah.
in all these various different ways. Yes, wonderful. It's yeah, it's hard to know kind of what to say, isn't it, about this? It's like we just keep needing to put one foot in front of the other, as Melanie Demore says.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's why spaces like the Daily Antidote of Song are so important because
Yeah.
they keep us all energized and,
yeah,
realizing that we are connected and that we have work to do for ourselves and for each other.
yeah, yeah. It's great. It's good to be here and good to be
Yeah.
here with you. It's lovely to be on with you and
Likewise.
to meet you
Thank you.
both, and really looking forward to hearing the song again at the end and singing that, feeling that. And but just yeah, please tell us, what's going on for you as well in your worlds. You've got
Yeah.
some exciting things coming up, I hear. So love to
We
hear about
do.
those.
We do. And some folks on the daily know about this, but there's a documentary that's being made about us. We've been performing together now for 22 years or something like
We're
that.
in our 23rd year now.
Something like that. So there's a documentary being made about us and our justice music work. And we have a concert coming up that originally was just going to be in Berkeley, California, which is great for Arlene and for us, but it's now also going to be live streamed. And so everyone can attend. There's a live stream with a replay. So if you can't actually watch it on Wednesday, February 21st at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is when the concert happens, you'll be able to watch it after that if you purchase a ticket beforehand. But the key thing about this concert is it's going to be filmed for the documentary, and we're bringing in a whole bunch of special guests who are going to be singing with us on our songs. And these are people who've been important in our trajectory of 20 plus years. So they include people like Holly Near and Reggie Harris, who you all know and love here on the Daily Antidote of Song, Chris Matthews and Jean Rowe. I think Jean might have been here on the Daily.
Yep.
Yeah. And lots of other folks too. So it's going to be really amazing. It's going to be fun. We've already started the rehearsals and we're very excited about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We're looking forward to that.
So we invite you all to attend. Love to have you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
It's,
That's just gone in the chat, so everyone can
thank you.
Yeah.
click on that link. And I wish you well. That just sounds amazing.
Thank
you.
And
you.
great that it can be live streamed as well.
I
for
know.
Yeah.
That's
around the
amazing.
world.
And it's certainly a once in a lifetime thing for us. So we hope you'll be excited about it too.
Yeah, and folks who do want to watch it on the live stream, make sure that you purchase your tickets in advance, because the particular way I know when we have done live streams, you can purchase in progress, but you can't do it actually through the freight and salvage. So you have to buy your live stream ticket in advance, and then it'll be up for about 48 hours after that, so you can watch it at a more reasonable time. For some of you, it'll be the middle of the night. That's
Yeah.
going when we're actually on stage in Berkeley.
Right, good tip. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share that you're doing at the moment, or
So that's the biggest thing. And it's quite a big
well,
thing. It's a lot of
it's a
moving
pretty big
parts.
thing.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
people. It's a lot of travel schedules and, getting the lighting right, which we never, we had to think about lighting in pandemic land, but generally that wasn't a big deal. But we just spent a whole day at the venue on Friday, choosing lighting, and it was kind of amazing. So this whole being on in film is really a new
Yeah,
experience.
it's a whole new thing. We had to have a
Mm,
meeting with the sound crew because there's going to be 3 different sound things going on. There's the in the room
wow.
sound, there's the sound for the cameras in the moment, and there's somebody that's actually mixing sound for that. So it's much more complicated than anything else we've ever done.
Next
It's
level
probably the biggest
sound.
time we focused more on us than we have on the politics of the moment.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We know there's a lot of things going on in the world, but it's kind of in juggling
Yeah.
mode at the moment.
Totally, yeah. You have to focus to get something like that to pull off. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you so well with it, and
Thank
I'm
you.
sure
Thank
everyone here at the Daily does as well. So
Thank you.
wonderful. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for being with us, and I just want to mention one other thing. There's a wonderful video, Issei Barnwell and Lilo Gonzalez singing Step by Step, which was popularized by Pete Seeger. Though it wasn't written by him. And My Rainbow Race, which was written by Pixie, that's in the link as well. So take a look at that as well. The video that's in the anti-racism journal email. So we are going to hand over to you just to sing us that beautiful song for one last time, and for us to tune into the message of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fran.
Yes, thanks for having us. Nice to see you all.
Yes, lovely to see you.
My parents always told me, work hard and stay in school. Trust the church and leaders of our town. But now that I am older, the violence that I see, the trust I had is slowly breaking down. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. I raised my child on food stamps, worked and went to school, graduated proud of my degree. In the news, another killing, a young black life cut short. Police have turned their guns on you and me. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. I never learned to protest. I kept my own house clean, did what was expected, and I prayed. I prayed for equal treatment, for opportunity. I will not give my own child's life in trade. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. It burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. There's a fire tonight all around the world. There's a fire tonight for Michael Brown. There's a fire tonight. Our voices will be heard. We won't let you cut our children down. Trayvon Martin,
Sandra Bland,
Juan
Eric
McDonald,
Garner, Tyree
Dante
Nichols,
Wright,
Rashard Brooks,
Manuel
Malcolm
Ellis,
Shaw,
Gabriel Melmars,
Oro Rosser, Elijah McLean,
Samir Rice,
Freddie McGregor,
Charlene Lyles,
Ricardo
Yolanda
Sanson,
Constant,
Andre Hill, Alton
Daniel
Sterling, Janisha
Regia Boyd,
Alexia Christian,
Lakasha McKenna, Antoine
Clark,
Rose
Maine
Jr.,
Brisbane,
John Bell, and Mike Hall.
Miriam Carey, Alberta Sproul.
Sparks amidst the embers, slowly beaten down, lives extinguished long before they age. Cries of desperation on ears that will not hear, made vivid in the swirling light of rage. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. It's not the kind of fire you see. Burns in everyone who seeks justice, truth, and dignity. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. There's a fire in Ferguson tonight. There's a fire.
Thank you, thank you so much. Beautiful, so wonderful.
Thank
Had the same effect on me. It's such a beautiful song. And
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Fran.
please, yeah, Thank you, everyone. I hope you can see the faces of people being touched.
I can, and I really wanted to thank Kate for holding up that candle. That was also really beautiful, and for all of you for singing along. And yeah,
And I think, you know, there's power in holding and just being with that feeling, you know, that sort of lump in our throat, those tears in our eyes, and you know, just being with that, the emotion of these things, and not letting it overtake us, but to just be with that feeling. And you know, the more that we can express that grief, but also help other people connect to that feeling, I think the closer we get to, you know, to really untangling this horrible knot in our culture of rage and hate.
yeah, and I don't know. I thought you were maybe going to say rage and hate, you know, just sort of in these divisions that we have in this country. But I know that Pat also means rage and hate in the world. I mean, there's a whole other way we could live on this planet. There's enough for everyone, and we could be living in peace, and we need to.
Yeah. Thank you. So beautifully well said. And yeah, you know, the feelings, just perfect how you said it. You know, we need to feel this and hold this. It's healthy to feel those feelings. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to let some of it through our hearts today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, great to be with you
Wonderful.
all.
Wonderful.
Much love to you all.
Yeah, much love
Please,
indeed.
let's have everyone I hope you can see everyone, just show your appreciation for Pat
Thank
and
you.
Sandy and for this whole community. Just send love. Let's just send love everywhere in the world that it's needed.
Let's send love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Through this coming together in this beautiful way. So much love to all of you. What a special day to be together. Thank you so much, Pat and Sandy. We're going to wave you out to keep doing amazing things. Have a wonderful time at your documentary and your live show. We wish you well. And
Thank you so
goodbye.
much.
Yeah. Goodbye to Deborah in Kentucky. Lots of love. Wonderful to see you. Goodbye, Susan G in Cincinnati, Pego in New Hampshire, the Curly Tops in Vermont, Jojo in New Hampshire. Thanks again for everything you do to make this show what it is. Thank you to Erin, similarly in New York, for everything you do to support this wonderful community. Sarah in Texas, Hoddit in BC, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Jim Harkless, wonderful to see you. Have a wonderful day. Arlene Baxter in Berkeley, Dan Walker in Vienna, Sheila in North Florida, and Annette in California. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. Kate Galloway in Charlottesville, Linda in Orcas Island, Sue Miller in Seattle, Kevin in DC, Bill and gang in Newcastle, Bob Mabel and the Bears, Kathleen in Albuquerque. Blessings to your hearts today. Caroline in DC and Delhi, Karen Newman in Oregon, and Ben in Berkeley, California, Pelly Top Pop in Vermont somewhere. Have a wonderful day. Kathy in Colorado, Becky in Vancouver, Bob in Albany, James Dundas in Victoria, Michelle Schuster in Silver Spring. Blessings on all of your hearts and have a great day. Chuck Hakim in Detroit, Cricket, Storm in Massachusetts, Trish in Victoria, Aloysius also in Massachusetts, Fred in Silver Spring, Anne in Silver Spring, Nancy in Washington State, and Gary Pausner in Massachusetts. Blessings on all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, just I hope you look after your hearts today. Send you big love and look forward to seeing you next time. And mwah, to the live stream as well. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, Fran. That was so completely beautiful. We're going to shout out the folks off video today. Lisa in New Jersey, Sandy in North Carolina, Ann, Lynn in Connecticut, Caroline, Connecticut, Penny coming in from Victoria. We're sending lots of love to you and to Ralph, Sarah and Kat Cox in Vermont. Thanks, gang, so much for being here. And again, thank you on the live stream. Can we all get up to Fran for amazing hosting today? And some days are more challenging and more teary than others. And you did a beautiful job. So thank you for such a great journey.
Thank you. It was really beautiful. Really, yeah. Sometimes you just can't. The emotion is good to be honest.